Point is, you can showcase such a chatbot for your AI clients, show them the answers your chatbot gives based on different chunking strategies. So customer has the ability to pick the best chunking strategy. Welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Shogini. On this channel, we bring you hands-on demonstrations and insights into the latest tools and trends to help you get started with ease. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our journey into the future of technology. Another very important video for us to see how chunking works in RAG. So here is our placeholder website. This is a recipe website which we created to demonstrate the chat system with RAG. Here we have our chatbot. Okay, so this is embedded inside, and here we can ask our questions. We can see the chatbot in full screen like this. For clarity, we will use it as full screen. So here we have the model selection. You can add any model that you want. So this is a pilot. If you have an automation agency and you want to create a chatbot for your client, you may want to experiment different large language models, experiment different chunking strategies to see what works best for the specific client or the type of document the client has. Okay, so here you can choose the chunking strategy. Okay. Agentic, fixed, recursive, document, and semantic. We have made separate videos to see how these chunkings work. But a quick recap, let's use this website to understand how chunking works. Chunkings happen here. Client documents. Client documents can be PDF, websites, or a text document, Excel. All these documents are saved here, but saved in a special way. So what we do is we split the document into smaller chunks. So these are called, these pieces are called chunks. They're a small section. It can be a paragraph, it can be a sentence, or it can be a page. So it is converted into small pieces. Then it will go to an embedding model where each chunk will have an additional field called vector. And that is called embedding. Each chunk will be given a vector or the embedding. Embedding is same as vector, which is a sequence of number, around 1536 numbers if it is OpenAI's embedding. So these numbers put together will define the meaning of this chunk. And then it is stored in the vector store. This can be a folder, a file-based vector store. It can be a cloud-based vector store. We'll see all these examples. Now here we are using PostgreSQL to store the chunks and the vectors. I'm going to show that in this video. Okay, so clear, this will contain the chunks and the vector. Okay, so now when we query the chatbot or the large language model, what we'll do is our query will be sent to the embedding model, and our query will also be added with a vector. Okay, then this will be sent here to query the vector database to get the context. What is the context? If you are asking about parking on a client's chatbot, all the chunks pertaining to parking will be collected, and those chunks plus your query will go to large language model, and then large language model replies. So these chunks with the similarity search will give the proper context so that large language model will understand what this client has, whether there is parking space, what are the parking timings. Anything relevant to that query will be properly formatted and properly readable. Text will be replied back. Why are we having different types of chunking? Why can't we simply blindly split this document into small chunks? It is important because if you have a large collection of documents, efficient chunking will also improve the performance of your chatbot in terms of speed, in terms of quality of response. So if you intelligently chunk, then the quality of response will also improve. So that is the idea. So agentic chunking, where the large language model will decide how to split the document. Fixed size chunking will blindly chunk based on fixed number of characters. And recursive chunking will chunk little more intelligently than fixed size chunking. That is, it won't abruptly end sentences. It will go little deeper and look for delimiters to stop the chunking. And then we have document chunking, which will look at the document more intelligently, like heading, subheading, subtopics. That way it will chunk and collect the pieces. So then we have semantic chunking, which will also which will chunk based on the meaning as well. Okay, so now here we have the adminer, where all the 5 chunking types of each of those chunking types, we have a table in this vector database. Okay, so now if we look at the chunks, select data, see agentic chunking, this is how it looks. Garden to kitchen, nutrient-rich recipes. So these are the individual components. And if you go to the right, you will see the sequence of numbers separated by comma. This is a coordinate in a high dimensional space. This is having 1536 dimensions, okay, to depict the meaning of this chunk. So these different types of chunking will decide how to split the content of the PDF into these pieces. Okay, so that is agentic chunking, fixed size chunking. So here the chunks are different. Then we have recursive chunking. Then we have semantic chunking. So now I have created a query to quickly show you the chunk sizes. Compare them side by side. You won't find such a comparison anywhere. Okay, so select length. Content is the field name. And from agentic table, limit 10. So 10 items. So all the different databases containing different chunking strategy items, we will have a quick overview. Let's execute it. So here, this is agentic chunking. So here, see the length 20166 that way. And this is fixed size chunking. Again, length of each chunk is different. See this? Recursive chunking, it is different. These chunking could be similar, like this agentic chunking, where chunking is done by the large language model, could be using one of these mechanisms internally. So in this document, agentic chunking and recursive chunking are looking similar. Then we have document-based chunking. Here, this also is looking similar to recursive chunking for this style of document. And then we have semantic chunking. See, semantic chunking again is different. Now, what we will do is, we will see how we can embed such a chatbot to a placeholder website. This is the placeholder website. By clicking this, you have the chunking selection available, and we can ask any question from the database. Let's ask, okay, so let's ask a recipe for this. This is the PDF that we have used for this demo. So recipe, and the code that you need to run this is available in the description. All you need to do is to clone the repo and do Docker Compose up. That is it. Okay, so here recipe has come. Okay, that is from the PDF itself. What is the point? Point is, you can showcase such a chatbot for your AI clients. Show them the answers your chatbot gives based on different chunking strategies. So customer has the ability to pick the best chunking strategy, because chunking strategy will have a critical role in defining the quality of your chatbot. So to run this, you git clone the repo and you will get the Techie Talks AI folder. Then you cd into AI chatbot 002 chunking, and then what you do is Docker Compose up. Okay, and first time you will need to do build. Okay, so that all the container images are created. You don't need to install anything other than Docker on your system to run it. So thank you for your time. Please remember to like, share and subscribe and give your valuable comments in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.